And this is why when you're drawing electronic parts or some kind of cyber thing, it's not looking good. Hello champs, in this video we are going to talk about drawing something that is more sci-fi, something more electronic and blue and having loads of metal parts and all of those things. Whenever you're drawing those things, I need to tell you, you are not going to use your brush as much as you're going to use your tools like shape tool or a square and deform that square and add a gradient and all those things. Just like adding a text, not writing down using a brush, but writing down using the text format from your art program. So the number one thing that I need you to understand is, I know you love drawing. I know you love to use that brush to do every single detail. Here you gotta think smart. You gotta start using shapes. So number one best tip that I can give to you when you're drawing anything cyber or cyberpunk, all of those things, just like the game cyberpunk or electronic or spaceships, use shapes, formats, gradients. Don't rely too much on brush detail by detail organic stuff. That's totally opposite of drawing organic, so remember that. Also, I truly recommend using a stock picture, a stock image. Can be from a paid account one that you have or from a free stock website. Use that stock website as a texture to help you choose and create what you're going to do. In the case of this artwork, I use it so much texture. I use it so much on the panel behind the character because I knew it was going to make my process much easier, much faster. Am I going to draw detail by detail, one by one? You may think that's beautiful, that's your way. Okay, that's fine. But how long did it take? How long did it take? Damn, sheesh. Take our time, but not so much. We want you to save time. We want you to not feel frustrated or not get anywhere. We need you to feel, hey, I'm doing progress. When it was the last time that in the middle of your artwork, you asked yourself, what can I do to make as much progress as I can in the smaller amount of time? What I know that I can do to help me feel that I'm accomplished, feel that I'm doing progress here, I'm evolving, I'm leveling up. I believe few artists do this question, and this question should be done more often. This question is going to help you to truly understand, hey, I think this way I can work even faster. I think this way I can save my time and not feel so frustrated and not feel so sad or anxious with my artwork. Also, in this whole artwork, I noticed there is a big mistake that I was doing. I didn't want to make certain areas extremely dark, but boom, that's what you get. Something that is not interesting. So it's like, okay, occlusion shadow, go. I made some places really dark. Even if I thought, hey, maybe this black is like a true black and there is no true white in the picture, is this going to look good? Yes. Just make the white areas pure white and you're good to go. Now you have the perfect balance between full blacks and full whites. In a picture, if you're going for the full black, I always recommend trying to go also for the full white. Only if it's a really dark and horror scene, I recommend going to only blacks. Or if it's like a divine or a cloud scene, you know, full in the sky clouds, then you can go only white tones and no black at all. There are specific details that you gotta pay attention to, which moment I'm going to do this specific thing and which moment I'm not going to do this specific thing. Because this can be the matter of freaking up your artwork or make it become much better. Something that you're going to receive much more likes, attention, and who knows, more customers, clients buying your art. Or pretty much you just being happy of your friends say, hey dude, you rock, that's so cool, woo! I decided there was going to have places with strong shadow. I needed to make places with strong light, but not only the background. I noticed that in the chest and shoulder area, I needed to make it with color dodge. I needed to make it so bright that my eyes would say that's wrong, but it's right. And until my eyes got used to looking at it and thinking, oh, okay, now it's looking much better. Now it's looking the way I totally like and enjoy looking at. I was like, wow, it's better. I did a great move. So sometimes, champs, your eyes are so used to a certain type of thing that once you change, you're going to go like, is that truly right? Give some time, and then you see if it's truly wrong or right. And in my case, it was right. I was using a reference with really deep and strong colors and contrast. And the only thing that I had was trust the progress, trust the process. Trust both. Because once you're trusting both, you understand, hey, things can work out. Even if at first time you see that they are not really working out, you can do a Uno reverse, no you, and make it work great, make it work fantastically. So after doing the light, that shadow, I start thinking, hey, how can I make the whole scene look more like it's working together? The table is in the same place as the character, the background, the blue background is in the same place as the character and the table. All of those things, how are they working together? And there is only one answer, and that answer is ambient light. I needed to make my ambient light the same for everything that was working in this piece. And what did I do? You know it. Curves too, color balance, applying screen mode, all of those things that make us have what we wanted. That it is the character, the foreground, and the background having bluish tones. The more we have them around the same type of tones, the more it look like it's one scene and everything is together. I recommend doing this type of thing so many times, as much as you can, because your artwork is going to look more trustable, more believable. People are just going to look from far away or swipe while they are on Instagram or any other website and go like, oh, wait, there is some nice colors going on here. Ooh, nice colors. I want to check it out, what it is. I want to learn more about this piece. And so they go and stop to see more and learn more about you, the artist. I recommend trying it out. When I was growing up as an artist, drawing clothes was something really hard for me. But now on this artwork, as example, I can say that it's something that I totally enjoy. I have a fun time on that. Because once you notice that you can just make it into two process parts. Number one, you start adding the cloth bending points, the bending marks, the push and pull movement, and the overall details, like, hey, here's a pocket, hey, here's a badge, hey, here is a golden detail, all of those things, and cloth bending movement. And the second part is making everything smooth and maybe adding some small details. But the main part of second part is about making everything smooth, make everything go well together, showing that the cloth is bending, reinforce the bending process that you started on the first part. But you are not going to reinforce everywhere. You are going to reinforce only on certain specific areas, where you are going to reinforce on parts that are very close to bending points, like behind the knee, behind the arm, like in the armpit, or close to another item, another object. There is truly making the connection, touching that cloth and making like, hey, you're pressing me, you're touching me, so this means that this cloth area is going to receive a bending point. All of those things are things that we should count on and start thinking about. Think even more when we are drawing. Drawing is about what is happening more in your head than what is happening in your hand. As example, for me, if I needed to draw right now with my left hand, would I have the same quality? Well, if I had the double of time, yes. But if I didn't have the double of time, no. What does it mean? It's much more about what you know, the knowledge that you have, than about only the muscle memory in your hand, in maybe in your other hand, or if you're drawing with your mouth, any part that you're using to draw. So please always make sure that your mentality, the part of your brain, is as important. For me, truly, it's more important than the hand. Much more important. So please keep aware of what you're thinking while you're drawing. Are you having thoughts that are helping you to draw faster and better, or are you having thoughts that are like, oh, just putting you down and make your process worse? I totally understand if in the moment you're having a very negative mentality, you're having negative thoughts, but try to implement at least a list. Fight against it with a list. Write down in a white paper, hey, this question here that I should remember every 30 minutes. Hey, this question here to remember every 10 minutes. As example of questions. Is the anatomy right? Maybe you are not as good as you wanted on anatomy. You can go and make this question for you. Is the anatomy right every 30 minutes? For you to remember if you're going too out of the path or if you're following that in the right order. Another type of question is, am I going too far away from the prompt? Am I going too far away from the main concept, the main idea that I had in my artwork? I do this question so often, so much, because I know that I tend to go away from my main idea and I need to get back from it. I need to go back to it. That's what I mean. So always keep in mind all those things, okay, champs? I believe this was a very nice video on giving tips. If you want to learn art with me, why don't you check out, link in the description, my art course that people are talking really good stuff of. I'm feeling so proud. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling so proud. You guys are giving me feedbacks on my streams about what you're thinking about the course, and I'm really happy about it. I'll keep doing my best to keep on improving that. Every single month, I'm going to add new classes into it. Every single month. Yeah, I'm crazy. That's right. Woo. All the love, all the peace. I'll be seeing you next time, champ. You're amazing. Bye-bye.